Let's talk about how to use mind over matter to supersize and grow your business. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here for Supersize Your Business, and today our idiom is mind over matter. This is one of those idioms that first appeared in 1863 in the Geological Evidence of Antiquity of Man by Sir Charles Lyell. And he lived from 1790 to 1875. Not that that matters, but in the later part of his life, this document was published, and I guess it was a tome, it was a big book, and it refers to the increasing status and evolutionary growth of the minds of animals and humans in the physical world and throughout Earth's history. So the power of the mind to control and influence our physical world is the meaning of mind over matter. Now, how do we use mind over matter in order to grow and build and create the business that we want? Well, number one, I like to believe and say that once you make up your mind, nothing else matters. Once I make up my mind and decide and commit to doing something, nothing in the world is going to stop me from making that happen. Now, how it happens almost all the time isn't how I expect and plan for it to happen, but it is going to happen. I'm going to get that end result. And once we have that resolve, everything lines up. Everything, I want to say, in the universe lines up and helps us to create that, because we, number one, believe that we can make it happen. And then we see the opportunities and things that are out in the world available all the time, and we take action on them to create the business that we want, the impact that we want to have in the world. Secondly, it reminds me of our mindset. We get to decide not only what everything means, thus the reason for this whole sharing of idioms. We get to decide and define what something means for us, what everything means for us. We get to decide what government regulation means for our company, for our organization, for the business we're growing. Does it mean we're going to be shut down, there's nothing we can do and we're just out of business? Or does it mean that we have to set our minds to getting creative and figuring out how to continue to serve people despite the craziness that's going on in the world around us? So our mindset, is it fixed? Is it open? Is it positive? Is it negative? Is it optimistic? Is it pessimistic? Is it possibility driven, or is it constraint driven? We get to choose the mind of our organization, just like we get to make up our own mind. We get to choose what our company stands for, what it doesn't stand for. I also think that mind over matter reminds me that success leaves clues. I think it was Tony Robbins who said success leaves clues. I don't remember. Maybe it was, I don't know, Napoleon Hill. It doesn't matter. It's one of those sayings that is so powerful. Other gurus try to rename it. Success leaves, I can't remember. A couple online marketer people should say something differently. But bottom line, success leaves clues. There's a trail that success leaves. It's our ability to model and follow what other people have done before and learn from what other people have done before that helps us to create what we want faster and easier and much less painfully than trying to figure it all out ourselves. And then finally, I like to believe and say that persistence and consistent and resilient action is our using mind over matter to create whatever it is that we want. If we're persistent, if we're consistent, if we're resilient, if we go with the flow of what happens and learn every time something doesn't go the way we have planned it, and take action toward what we want, always in mind of what we want and where we're going, we will create whatever it is we want in the world, especially when it comes to growing and building and supersizing our business. So, love to know your experience with mind over matter. I've got tons of experiences in my life where my mind had to take over my physical body and my matter, or I wouldn't be here talking to you today. So share those in the comments below, the experience you've had. Have you ever said mind over matter? I don't know if I've ever said mind over matter out loud. Probably have, but I've definitely said it hundreds and thousands of times to myself in my head, that once I make up my mind, nothing else matters. I have to keep going. If I'm consistent, I'll figure it out. There's always an answer. Things like that. All right, have a great day. I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.